Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. So I'm making this video here as I promised to you guys for the fourth semester of English Department, Faculty of Education, Muhammadiyah University of Jakarta, especially for class of 2018, yeah. Today, guys, you have your second meeting for the subject here. The name of the subject it is qualitative and quantitative research method. And then last week, when we had our first meeting, I already explained the overview about what we call by qualitative research method and then what we call by quantitative research method. Yeah, and then also the overview about what is it that you are going to learn for the whole semester for this subject. Yeah? And then for this second meeting here, we'll try to discuss the basic thing first. Yeah, the basic thing when we learn about qualitative or quantitative research method. Yeah, before we are going to learn about the approach, yeah, and then also the paradigm and then also the method, yeah, qualitative and quantitative research method. First of all, you guys need to understand first. You need to master about what we call by research. Yeah, so what is it of research? That will be the first question that you guys should answer. Yeah, when we discuss about qualitative and then quantitative research method. What is the research? And then after we have the overview about the definition of research, and then we can come with the next why that we need to conduct research or why that we have to do research. Yeah, the reason behind conducting the research, and then after that one we gonna go with the aims. Yeah, aims in conducting research. Yeah, in conducting research, we need our purpose, and then we need also our aims. Yeah, and then for this meeting here, I would like to give you guys here the clear explanation about introduction to research. Yeah, the overview of what we call by research, and then this one here is the general concept. The general concept about what is it a research or what is it a study when we do a scientific kind of work or scientific kind of knowledge. Yeah, and introduction to research here for the general concept consists of several things. Yeah, the first it will be about the definition itself. Yeah, the definition of research, and then the second one, characteristic of the scientific method. Yeah, and then the characteristic also of scientific knowledge. So we are not only discussing about the scientific method, but we discuss also what we call by scientific knowledge. Method, scientific, and then also knowledge that scientific. And then after that one, general approach to research. For the general approach to research here, it will be three different type of research as I explained it in our first meeting. I already explained to all of you guys the general approach to research or the general method that we use in research here consists of first qualitative research method, yeah, or the approach using qualitative one, and then second one a quantitative research method or the approach here is a quantitative one, and then last one mixed method approach. And for the last type or for the last kind of research approach here for the mixed method, we are not going to discuss about that one because our focus here only on qualitative research method and then also quantitative research method. Yeah, and then now let's go with the first. Yeah, so the first common kind of definition when we try to discuss about the research itself here, we can see from two kind of element. The first here is brief, and then second one it is search. Yeah, research consists of two terms. Yeah, brief here we do it again, so it's mean the repetition. We try to find the new one. Yeah, and then after that one, search here it is a form of seeking, yeah, a form of searching. Yeah, so when we try to simply give our definition of research, here it is a process of, what is it? A process of refinding, a process of reseeking, yeah, based on what kind of our focus in conducting the research, yeah. And then here it is simply research is an organized inquiry carried out to provide information for solving problems. Yeah, that was the definition from the textbook or from any kind of journal, any kind of written resources. Yeah. One more time, research here consists of organized inquiry or a systematic process. Yeah, that provide information, yeah, and then the information here to solve the problems. Yeah, so one more time, talking about research, we're gonna come with the problem first, and then after that one we come with alternative solutions. Yeah, so that was the simply definition or a simple kind of overview of research that you guys can understand. Yeah, research, refinding, reseeking, yeah, about related term or related knowledge that we want to find out more. Yeah, and then research also here is a cornerstone of every science. What we call the cornerstone by every science here, it's mean while conducting or while making the research here, we try to improve ourselves, we try to improve our ability, we try to improve our sense of knowledge. Yeah, and then we try to measure also our comprehension of a certain topic or about a certain skills. Yeah, and then since you guys from English Department, Faculty of Education, Muhammadiyah University of Jakarta, you're focused on conducting research, so it will be about 4 skills. Yeah, consists of speaking, listening, and then reading, and the last one, writing. Yeah, and then also you guys may conduct different kind of topic for your research as long as it is still relevant with our English department. For example, you guys may conduct a research about vocabulary, yeah, and then you guys also can conduct a research about structure or about grammar, or you guys may conduct a research based on a linguistic phenomenon, yeah, based on microlinguistic or based on microlinguistic. You guys may conduct a research about code switching, yeah, about mixing code, about error analysis, and then any relevant topic that you guys learn starting from the first semester till the last semester. You guys can discuss, you guys can try to conduct the research based on relevant topic that you guys learn from English language teaching and learning. Yeah, and then after that one, as I mentioned it before, research. Research here it is a process. Yeah, research here it is a process. Re itself here is something that we repeat, or it is a repetition, or it is simply again. We do it again. We try to find. We try to seek a new one. We try to find a new kind of perspective, a new kind of finding. Yeah, when we try to do a research here, and then when we call here this research process itself here consists of steps on it. Yeah, consists of several steps, consists of systematic procedure that we conducted in completing our research. Yeah, step here starting with when we try to plan the research, and then after that one implementing, and then after that one doing an evaluation maybe, and then also reflecting. Yeah. So that will be the definition. That will be the clear kind of explanation, I guess, when we talk about research itself. And then one thing that I often repeat to all of the students from English department in making the definition or in making an overview of a certain term. Yeah, for example, here for research, you guys may create your own kind of definition, so you guys can still remember what is it research here based on your own perspective, based on your own kind of comprehension, and then based on your own kind of words and sentences, and then also dictions. Yeah, and then when you try to create your own kind of definition, so it will lead you to memorize your own kind of definition, and then to get a full kind of comprehension of what we call by research itself. Yeah, one more time, research, refinding, yes, something that we repeat, and then we try to questioning our theory, and then we try to test the theory, and then we try to describe our knowledge. Yeah, that the process that we do in conducting research. Yeah, and then I hope after this one, you guys can simply give your own perspective, your own kind of opinion, your own kind of source. What does it mean by research itself? Yeah. Okay, that was the definition, I guess, the first one. Yeah. And then after that one, I already mentioned it earlier when we discuss about research. Our aim here to solve a problem. Yeah. Research here, when we do the background of the study, when we make or when we created the background of the study, we come with the social phenomenon, we come with our curiosity, yeah, and then we come also with our problems, yeah, that we try to solve, yeah. And then in a process of research here, it is a process of problem solving, based on, one more time, based on the social phenomena, based on our curiosity, and then based on also our intention in conducting the research. Yeah. Okay, that was the definition of research, I guess. Simple kind of definition, and then now I'll try to read some other kind of definition. Yeah, in the previous one it was from the textbook, from several kind of journal, and then this one here, the definition: research is the systematic process. Yeah, research is a systematic process of collecting and analyzing information to increase our understanding of the world in general and of the phenomenon under study in particular. Yeah. So I guess this definition is a really complete one. Yeah. When we conduct a research, we do what we call by a systematic process. Yeah. Systematic process, it means starting from planning, yeah, starting from the preparation till the evaluation or till the reflection that we got while conducting the research. And then after that one, systematic process, collecting and analyzing information. Yeah, we try to collect, we try to gather the information that we need to know, that we are going to analyze, that we are going to interpret, yeah, in order, yeah, in order here to increase our understanding of the world, yeah, to increase, to improve our understanding about the world itself. And then understanding of the world here is referred to the general kind, yeah, the world in general. And then next one, the phenomenon under study in a particular, yeah, phenomenon under study in particular here, the meaning it is the social phenomenon that happen in your guys in your guys class, maybe in your guys society. Yeah, so it's mean a specific kind of phenomenon that happen. Yeah, so that was a complete, I guess, definition about research itself, yeah, from some of the experts that mentioning about what is it, the true meaning of research itself. Yeah, and then based on several kind of opinion, based on several kind of expert, you guys may try to put your own, yeah, try to create your own, and then make your own definition of research itself. Yeah, and then when we talk about research here, will improve or will increase our understanding about the world in general, and then also in a specific particular kind of social phenomenon. Yeah, so you guys may come with your perspective about this one. Okay, I guess that's enough for what we call by the definition of research, or why did you guys need to learn about the definition of research itself. Yeah, okay, and then next one here, why conducting research? Yeah, this question lead us here to the first definition, I guess. Why did we need to conduct research? Why did we need to make a research? Why did we need to write research? Yeah. If we try to go back to the definition, to the previous definition, we already mentioned what we call by problems, and then we already mentioned also about solution. Yeah, so the simple answer when someone or when anyone asks you about why did we have to conduct a research, it is simply, yeah, to solve the problems. Yeah, that will be the simple kind of answer, I guess. Yeah, and then that will be an easy way to explain your guys' comprehension about why we need to conduct research. Yeah, and then conducting a research here, the reason behind conducting research, it is not only finding the problem, and then also promoting the alternative solution. Yeah, student, professor, researcher, or any scholar, yeah, any scholar, they need to conduct research. Yeah, they need to conduct research, or they have to conduct research. Why did they need to conduct research? Why did they have to conduct research? Because first, yeah, as a teacher, as a professor, as a professional teacher, yeah, and then also as a professor, first of all, they have their own, what is it? Their own moral kind of responsibility. What is it, a moral kind of responsibility? A professor here need to find, yeah, need to conduct or need to create, yeah, need to create a research that can enlighten the student, that can enlighten the teacher, and then that can enlighten the lecturer. Yeah, and then the professor here, they have their own holy, what is it, holy objective, yeah, to make sure that all uh, the topic based on his or her expertise here, they can deliver well, and then also it can give a significant impact to all educators. Yeah, and then the other reason also why that we need to conduct research, yeah, conducting the research, it will answer all of our questions. Yeah, it will answer all of our questions. Why I'm mentioning it is answer all of our questions? Because as I told you guys, when we try to conduct a research, we start with a problem, and then also we have the alternative solutions. And then also we try to formulate here the question, yeah, and then after that one, provide or promoting the answer. Yeah, that's why conducting a research, it is one of the way to improve the knowledge, to update the knowledge, and then to testing over the theories, yeah, to describe our own kind of perspective in a social kind of phenomena. Yeah, and then conducting a research also, it will give us a chance, yeah, not only to learn while the process of making research, but we can learn from the experience of the previous researchers. Yeah, because we can conduct the research all by our own, but we need yeah, the previous experience from the previous researcher, and then we need also the opinion from the expert, and then also we need to discuss about our finding. Yeah, so it is not only making a simple kind of research and without any further discussion, but we need to prove that our finding, that our result in conducting research here based on what we need, based on what we promise in our research questions. Yeah, I guess several kind of reason or several kind of fact that you guys can mention, that you guys can answer when someone asks you why did you guys need to conduct a research. Yeah, why did you guys need to create a research. And then maybe the most easiest answer, I guess this is a logical kind of answer, because conducting a research, as a student from English department, Faculty of Education, Muhammadiyah, University of Jakarta, before you are going to graduate from this university or from this English department, you have an obligation to create a thesis, which is a research, and then that will be your final project to get your degree from English department, Faculty of Education, Muhammadiyah, University of Jakarta. Yeah, it is simply to complete your final project, yeah, in pursuing your degree. Yeah, and then there are two also common overview about research itself. Yeah, the first here, research is concerned with what? Yeah, fact and then conclusions. Yeah, several facts that we try to provide, and then also we try to make the conclusions. And then the concept here about how. Yeah, the first here it is about what, and then second one here it is about how related to the scientific and then critical components. Scientific mean the process, the steps, yeah, that we conducted in making the research itself. And then also research is an iterative process that eventually seek to explain or to solve an identified problem. Yeah? When you guys try to make your research proposal, you try to identify the problems, and then after that one, you try to seek, you try to explain, you try to put your solution for the problem that you guys already identified. Yeah. Okay, and then what are the characteristics of scientific method? Yeah, so I guess that was the reason why that we need to conduct the research. And then now let's go with why that, what are the characteristics of the scientific method? Yeah, and then the characteristic of the scientific method here consists of three elements or three aspects. The first here is tentative, constant review. Yeah, that's why every single researcher, they're going to give the benefit or the advantage based on the finding here, and then give as the basis for the next researcher to find out more and more again, yeah, about any subject or any topic they're going to conduct the research for. Yeah, that's why it is a tentative one, no single kind of absolute one. Yeah, and then after that one, empirically very viable, and then researchable. Yeah, so it is impossible for a researcher here in conducting a research in an element or in an aspect that cannot be researched, that cannot be discussed, that cannot be explained. Yeah, and then after that one, ethically neutral. Yeah, what harm or risk involved to respondent, confidentiality, and then privacy. Yeah, ethical neutrality, it means as a researcher, you guys need to put your perspective, your process of research here as objective as you can. Yeah, because if you try to give or try to provide a subjective kind of solution or subjective kind of alternative, yeah, that will make your research finding here, it will be a biased one, and then cannot be accepted by the reader or by the researcher. And then last one, shared and made public. Yeah, the aim of conducting the research here is to collect the finding and then to report the finding or to report the result to public, and then it can be shared with everyone that need the topic that we discuss in our research. That's why here characteristic of scientific method, because it is a scientific one. So there are some obligation that as a researcher need to conduct. First, sharing all of the result for the research, and then also made it public. So everyone can access the research, everyone can criticize the research, and then everyone can give a response or feedback for conducting the research. Yeah. And then after discussing about why conducting a research, and then now we go to the last one here, the purpose. Yeah, the purpose in conducting a research, or the research purpose. Yeah, when we talk about the research purpose, yeah, I guess it will be a little bit similar when we talk about the aims. Yeah, or why did we need to conduct research. But here in purpose, it is simply three kind of criteria, purpose of research. Yeah, the first here is explore, and then second one describe, and then last one here is explain. Yeah, and then the first here, what does it mean by the purpose of research? It is exploring. It's mean when you try to conduct a research, you try to make a deep kind of elaboration, a deep kind of analysis, a deep kind of discussion based on your topic of your research. Yeah, so it is an exploration. Yeah, for example, it is something new, so you have to break it down into several parts to dig deep about the meaning of the new thing that you guys try to conduct research for. And then second one, here the purpose of the research is giving the description or describe. Yeah? For example, here we have a certain social phenomenon. Now here in our pandemic COVID-19, we have what we call by an online teaching and learning kind of phenomenon. Yeah. So when trying to conduct a research, for example, it is a literature kind of review, you guys simply can mention your description or create your description or explain your description here based on what you saw, what you read, and what you feel. Yeah, for example, a majority of online learning, it is not effective to build the interaction between a student and teacher. Yeah, and then this conclusion or this kind of perspective, you got it because majority of the student, maybe based on the questionnaire that you gave them, based on the interview, they're not willing to learn, and then they're not enjoying the process of online teaching and learning process. Yeah, and then next example also, for while we have this pandemic, it seems like everyone here capable in being a teacher. Yeah, capable in giving a new term, capable in explaining a new kind of perspective. Yeah, that's why while this pandemic, when we provide the online kind of teaching and learning for the students, especially in the research here, we need to make sure that all the learning resources, all the data that we created, that data that we make to teach the student here is a valid one, and then it is a real kind of comprehension that we got before we are going to deliver the lesson for the students. Yeah, that was the example of description, I guess, or giving the description. And the last one, explain. Yeah, you guys simply can give the explanations. Yeah, give your sense of knowledge based on several kind of your curiosity. For example, here, why majority of the Indonesian student, yeah, they are not Yeah, they're not joining an online kind of teaching and learning here in an effective way. Yeah, because majority of the reason here, for example, because of the internet connection. Yeah, based on method, based on the strategy that used by the teacher. Yeah, some of the teacher, they're giving a boring kind of explanation and no such kind of example for the student. Yeah, so you can explain why that happened. You can come with your reasoning, yeah, and then you can come also with your conclusion about a certain topic or a certain social phenomenon that happened. Yeah, I guess that will be enough for the second meeting of the qualitative and then quantitative research method. Yeah, and I really gave you guys the explanation about what does it mean by research from several kind of expert, and then also from my opinion. And then I also ask you guys to create your own perspective and then making your own kind of definition based on your prior kind of knowledge or based on previous kind of your comprehension when you guys discuss about research or when you guys learn about research. Yeah, and then after giving you guys a definition of research, after that one we already discussed also about a scientific method. Yeah, scientific method and then scientific knowledge. Two types. The first here is scientific method itself and then scientific knowledge itself. Yeah, and then after that one, we already discussed about why the reason behind conducting the research. Yeah, several basic reasoning in conducting research. And then after that one, you guys already learned also about the typical type in conducting research. Yeah, and then last one, the purpose of conducting the research that consists of three things. Yeah, the first here, what is it? The first, it is simply uh, the first here is simply to explore or giving exploration, and the second one it is giving the description, and the last one giving the explanation. I guess that's all for the second meeting of qualitative and quantitative research method. I hope you guys can get my point here, and then if you guys have some questions, some perspective based on my explanation, you can simply put your question, put your comment on the comment section below. And then thank you guys for watching. Let's hope next week when we have our third meeting, you guys will have a more clear comprehension or more clear understanding about the topic that we discussed related with qualitative and quantitative research method. Yeah, that's all finally. And then the last, wallahul muwaffiq wal hadi ila sabilir rasyad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace out.